Clint, the leading rebounder in this game with 5.
So the Jazz had to choose whether to guard the three-point shot or pick up Anderson, and James read it perfectly.
Rockets still undefeated when Chris Paul plays, now in his 9th game of the year, contested 3.
Jazz start this game 2 of 5. The Rockets 3 out of 6.
Jazz switching everything.
Now Rudy jumps out on Paul. He'll fire up a corner 3.
It's Capella on the slam. Stutter step move from Paul. Fancy dribbling against Allen. Paul takes him to the outside. Corner jump.
For the second time tonight, he's hit a 3. Nurkic picks up Paul on the switch. Paul dribbles to the end line. Laser bench thought he dribbled out of bounds. It looked like it from here.
New color analyst, Steve Novak, if you remember him. Yes. I was telling him how great the Rockets are shooting the 3 this year, and now they've come out and not making it.
Not going to believe he's on. This is short. Capella gets the rebound. Back to Chris Paul now. He's picked up by Pau Gasol. Deep corner.
Are 5 of 5 from three-point land, 7 of 7 from the floor, and they've got 20 points in 4 minutes. Paul again.
Body to get there, that last possession. Ryan Anderson switch on you, get everybody out of your way and look to make a play. Paul shoots over his buddy Lamar.
He's a magician.
Bunch of those easy 3s that are set up by Chris.
Chris steps back. He's got a lot of room. Got it.
Awaiting their time to come back in.
Every screen is for Chris Paul to come off going right. They haven't sent him left all night.
Zeepkin on fire. He's, over the past 5 games, averaging 18 points on 45% shooting. Chris Paul.
A perfect pass. Paul gives it up, gets it back from Nene.
And it's back to 1. Anderson right up into Paul. Steps back, falling away.
And he could consistently knock down the open shot.
Now they switch back.
Nowitzki, who's now 6th on the NBA's all-time scoring list, just over 31,000 per hit.
If you're rebuilding, starting over. Paul working it outside, steps back from the arc.
Great catch and layup by Gordon in one motion.
I'll say this, I think we talked about this the other night, as Chris Paul looking for an opening. Because Steph Curry...
Since James Harden has been out, but he has not been shooting the 3-ball very well, so getting that first one to go will really help his confidence.
11-point Houston lead now as Chris Paul.
Too easy. Clippers on a 10-0 run. Paul will dance and fire.
I got the reprieve I needed. And another timeout for the Mavs. Paul, one-on-one.
So he's trying to make Chris think about what he's going to do defensively.
Now Chris Paul. Oh, great fake as he...
Paul's got Pachulia on him on the switch. Little shake and bake move, jump shot.
Right behind the line the whole way. LaMarcus Aldridge is probably out tomorrow night. They're a pretty good defensive rebounding team, but generally speaking, they're the worst in the
right back for Chris Paul. He is so difficult to play against because of that shot right there.
Chris Paul gets a screen from Nene. Pushes off on Tyler. Now Chris Paul's on the run. Looking for Brandon Wright to throw the lob. Instead, with an uncontested score.
Jay Rich thought Capella knocked him down.
Ball against Bam. Keep shots.
Are the 3rd best team in the league in terms of mid-range field goal percentage. Paul walks it in, whips it out to Harden, right back to CP3. Again, walking it in on Towns. Steps back and scores. Paul the floater over those.
10-point game. First double-digit lead for Houston.
You know, earlier in the year we talked about it.
The quickest shot in the West. Chris Paul gets his...
And 13 on the shot clock. Chris Paul takes on Gobert, goes with his left hand, step back jump.
Move there from Capella.
Ball on Kleba.
Chris Paul. He got the ball down low before Antetokounmpo got it up. Chris Paul with
his 3rd make. Final 30 seconds of the quarter. Paul, the runner.
Chris Paul at the other end, back and forth they go. Chris Paul.
A bit of a rhythm at the offensive end. Paul, the floater, in and out.
He slows down and keeps that defender on his back.
Paul into the lane, off balance.
Matched in that transition defensive setup there, so Chris just took it right at Lehman.
Floater for Paul.
A lot of games here in this arena, and he's still talking to the bench over there. Hey, you better pick me up and guard me.
Chris Paul working on the Capella screen, takes it himself.
On the road is his ball handling is spectacular.
Hey, he is everything he's built to be. He's phenomenal.
Chris on the drive, draws. Chris draws a foul.
Paul looking at that score, 83-79. Paul, the float.
Puts that left shoulder down, drives, kicks it out to Paul. Rubio runs out. He's got a tough shot in the paint and hits it.
Titan at 94. CP3 to bring it in bounds. Looking, long count. In it comes. CP3 with 3. Into the lane, a runner. Banked it up and in. With 0.8 of a second remaining, the Blazers call timeout.
75% behind the arc. Chris Paul in a hurry. Defense by Utah. Chris puts it up.
Who should be taking the bulk of the shots, and we've already talked about the scouting report against Houston.
Shot clock again down to 5. Paul on Terry into the paint. Typically easy as it was there for Chris Paul. Chris Paul back in 4.
I believe Chris Paul was talking to Nick Young in the middle of that isolation. Looney again on Chris Paul. Looney stays with him. Leans in. Paul scoop layup, throws it up at the 3.
Chris Paul up top. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Chris to the basket, lays it up and out.
Open and big men all spread away. It's no wonder they are so efficient scoring when they get the ball in the paint. Paul driving by Bam.
James Harden up off the bench cheering for Chris Paul, walking all the way to half court. That's great to see the chemistry between those two guys.
CP to close the game for Houston. Shot clock down to 8 seconds. Aminu's got to try to stop him. They switch Davis. I think getting used to it's a big problem. And they gave it up.
Biggest lead for the Rockets. Difference of 7 seconds. Game clock and shot clock winding down the second quarter. Here comes Paul. He'll dance on McCall with a try. And out.
Mozgov, get a taste of this. Chris Paul. Little pass off to Tarek. Chris is right.
Somebody's got to rotate to Chris Paul.
Paul, all the fake gets inside. Scoop layup, in and out, won't go.
Teodosic. Decker in, up and off. Good defense inside by Houston with a good block.
Oh my goodness. We're talking about a Houston, Texas two-step here for Chris Paul. Look at this move right here. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me, CP3?
Teodosic picks up a foul.
Milos.